Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video, we'll be reviewing the Bear Grylls 4-person Easy Up tent. I purchased this tent back in October of last year, and the reason I purchased it is I wanted something that either my wife and I could use with our 1-year-old Ronan, while our 3 older daughters used the rooftop tent, or vice versa, depending on how they wanted to camp that evening. I did purchase this tent off of Amazon for $99, which didn't break the bank. Now, once you remove the tent from the storage bag, you will unfold the 4 legs and lock those into place. Now, there are no loose poles that you have to worry about sliding through holes or slits in the fabric. Everything is captured. So all you have to do is unfold the captured poles, lock those into place, grab the center hub, begin to lift. Once the center hub is locked in place, and secure it with the locking key, and you're good to go. So what do you get for $99? Well, you get the drawstring storage bag, you get the 4-person tent, you get the rain fly, steel stakes, and guy lines. The tent also has an internal storage loft, as well as 2 lower storage pockets on either side of the tent. Now, the tent is advertised to be all season ready and does have raised floor edges, which I do appreciate in the chance of heavy rain. And in Florida, let's be honest, it's pretty likely. Now, this tent is in the shape of a rectangle and not a square. The dimensions are 60 inches wide by 110 inches long and 46 inches high. Now, what does that equate to in real life? I am 6'5". I can lay down in this tent and not touch either end. And there's plenty of room for my wife and our 1-year-old Ronan to roll around. Now, I will admit that I have not set up this tent many times, but once I remember how to open it up, it actually is pretty easy, and then I feel stupid after the fact. That's where that went.
It was in there the whole time.
From there, I go ahead and throw on the rain fly. Now, the nice thing about the rain fly is it is color coded. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the front of the rain fly is going to be green, while the rest of the rain fly is going to be black. The rain fly is easy to install and connects to the tent via side release buckles. Now, if you'll notice, we're at about the 5-minute mark for the setup, which isn't too bad, from unpacking to having the tent fully deployed and being able to get your gear in there and go to sleep. Now, once I've got the rain fly on and connected, it's time to unzip it and go ahead and roll the front of it open. I'll then work my way around to the back of the tent, unzipping that window, letting the air flow through. You'll notice as we do the walk around that I did fail to stake down the guidelines, which I am notorious for forgetting. As we look at the inside of the tent, you'll see the overhead storage hammock and the two side pockets. Now, the tent weighs in at approximately 15 pounds, so this is not something that you're going to be hiking with. Like in my last video, after our camping trip, I did go back home, opened the tent back up, stretched out the rain fly in order for all the moisture and dew that was still on the tent to dry off before packing it away for a while. While looking the tent over, I did notice multiple defects in the base of the tent. Now, I can't say they were holes because they didn't go all the way through the base of the tent, but it does look like the base of the tent has been compromised and may no longer be waterproof. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that next time we take it camping and it rains. Now, to pack the tent away, you remove the locking key from the center hub. And once you do that, all you got to do is give the center hub a little tug at the very bottom, and the tent will just collapse. Once the tent's collapsed, you'll go ahead and fold those legs back up, and then you'll fold the tent in half. Once the tent's folded in half, you'll see me roll the tent up from one side to the other. Once you have the tent folded up, you'll see me go ahead and slide it right back into the storage bag, and then you throw on the rain fly. So what are my thoughts on the tent so far? Well, the few times that I have had the tent out where my wife and I have been using it with our son Ronan, it has worked perfectly fine. I have no complaints for the 3 or 4 times we've actually used it. The tent is plenty big, it's easy to set up, it's easy to take down, it packs away into a relatively small storage bag. It literally checks every box that I was looking for. Now, the downsides. The downside that I've found thus far is the base of the tent itself. Like I said, I found those imperfections in the base of the tent that make me feel like it has lost its waterproof ceiling. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on it and see what happens, or I can just try and patch it and run it that way. But I'll definitely keep everybody informed as I continue to use it. I haven't had the tent out in any sort of harsh or inclement weather, so how it's going to fare, I'm not sure. So, should you buy this tent? I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. It checked every box that I was looking for. It wasn't terribly expensive. It's working for me thus far, and we'll see how it performs in the future. All I can do is give an honest review of what I've seen and dealt with so far. It's up to you to make that call. I hope you found this video helpful and somewhat informative, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one as we continue chasing the experience.